Right, next we're on exercise 11 on page 10. So we're going to do C add 9 and E minor 7. So your bottom two fingers there are going to stay where they are on fret 3 on strings 1 and 2. C add 9, you're going to make that shape, similar to a G but down a string. And then for E minor 7, you make an E minor shape with those two fingers. So you go like that, and then that. On C add 9 we play 5 strings, not the top string, and E minor 7, all the strings. So we've got 4 quavers and a crotchet, and then a crotchet rest. 1 and 2 and 3 rest for each chord, 4 times. 1 and 2 and 3 rest. 1 and 2 and 3 rest. Down, up, down, up, down. Down, up, down, up, down. Rest. Exercise 12. Play D. I'm going to play the bottom 4 strings on this one, and then we're going to take off your second finger for D sus2, making sure that the third finger is raised up enough that it's not touching that first string, otherwise you'll have this sound, something like that on the first string. Raise it above the string so we hear the full note. Then add that middle finger back on for D. So we've got a dotted minim, that's 3 beats, and then a crotchet for 1 beat. The dot adds 50% of the value to the original note, so it would have been 2, 50% extra, 1, so that's 3 beats. 2, 3, and then play on beat 4. Then change straight away and go straight into D sus2 on beat 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, so let's do it 4 times after 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. On to exercise 13 on page 11. Annoying fly. E7. So that's like an E with the third finger taken off. And then you take off your first finger and you've got E minor 7. This is a much more basic chord of E minor 7. They're both E minor 7. But some of the notes, like that's a G, that's now become an E, but this one was an E anyway. So we've got 2 E's. This one, C, D, that would be a D. But now it's changed to a B. That note's a B, so we've got 2 B's. And that one is an octave of an E, but that's going to be a 0. So that's a D. So we've got a few D's in the chord. And that's it. So we're just moving some notes to other notes that that are already in the chord. Right, so E7 to E minor 7. It's a nice easy change. Could of course play E7 to that E minor 7. Just for an extra challenge. You could also on E7 add your little finger to fret 3 of the second string. Pretty tricky. But yeah, the easy one then, after 4, let's do it 4 times. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 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 down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down. On to exercise 14. So it says on the sheet, info, you could play a G chord here, G6 is easier. So this book is for grade 1 to 2 and beginners, so I've shown you the easiest way to play this. Ooh. A minor 7, not E7. Probably the easiest actually for that is to use your middle finger and third finger at the top. Then you've got less to travel on these 2 fingers. So let's try that 4 times. Down, down, up, up, down. Also got a tie in here. So you've got down, down, up, and notice how the notes all have a little arc connecting them, so that's a tie. So a tie means that you play the first note of the 2 tied notes, and the second note you don't play it, but you hold on the note. So it's not a rest. A rest would be like 1, 2 and rest and 4, but the tie means you hold it on. 1, 2 and hold, up, down. Alright, let's run through it 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, down, up, hold, up, down. Down, down, up, hold, up, down. 1, 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2 and 3 and 4. You can also add your thumb up there. It's not a great technique, but it works if you're struggling with doing only 5 strings. Just put your thumb there and it'll stop that sound. But really your thumb should be halfway down the neck there, supporting and squeezing the thumb on the back to help these fingers squeeze on. I'm just looking at my thumb, so on the G6 chord my thumb's like that, and then it just rocks over a little bit for the A minor 7. So your thumb's doing that. If you're doing chords in different places, your thumb might go a bit lower for D and a bit higher for E minor, just to help those fingers squeeze on that side. Actually, actually, no, yeah, my thumb wasn't really moving there. It's not really something you think about too much. But for G, notice how the thumb would move over, and then moves over to the left a little bit for E minor. But then again, it might not. Don't really think about it usually, but thought about it then. Let's have a little look at exercise 15 on page 12. So again, we've got a tie in there. Down, up, hold the note, up, down. That's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So on beat 3, same as the last one I think. Yeah, on beat 3 you count it but don't strum. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Let's go 4 times. On to exercise 16. We have 4 16th notes or 4 semiquavers, so they're quick. Down, up, and then 3 crotchets or quarter notes, 1 beat each. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Correct way to count 16th notes is 1 E and A. So 1 E and A, 2, 3, 4. 1 E and A, 2, 3, 4. You can also use breakfast rhythms. Egg and bacon, tea, tea, tea. Egg and bacon, tea, tea, tea. Alright, let's have a go with these chords. We've got G7, like the G6 we did earlier, but with the first finger on fret 1 of the first string. And F add 9. So this says in the info, this one's tricky on the guitar. That's because the books were written for ukulele first. Guitar chords came second, so not all of them are easy on guitar. Come back to this if you can't do it. F add 9. An easier one is F major 7 or F. So the F major 7, you don't have to add that little finger. You could try that as well. G7, F major 7. That's F major 7. Just pause that if you need to. The first finger raised above the first string. So let's try it first with the F major 7 and G7. So ready? 2, 3, 4. Four strings only. Egg and bacon, tea, tea, tea. Egg and bacon, tea, tea, tea. 1 E and a 2, 3, 4. 1 E and a 2, 3, 4. Alright, let's do it with F add 9. It's going to be quite hard to land on that because usually the little finger's not as good as the others. Let's have a go. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you heard I struggled on the second one, I think it was, to get that F add 9 chord, so that's a good practice. I might do a bit more practice on that one myself. So we don't do many open chords with all 4 fingers, so I think that's why. A lot of the bar chord shapes that you use, like C7 or something, D7, that's the same shape for all of them, so you don't have to worry as much. But yeah, the open chords, that F add 9 chord, you can move that up. That is a bar chord, really. You're not barring the strings, but it's a movable chord. So F add 9. So if you want to go to G, add 9, move up 2 frets. A, 2 more frets. A flat or G sharp. So A up to B, on fret 7 with the first finger. C add 9, 1 fret higher. We've done C add 9 here. Pretty tricky. So yeah, that's not a bad exercise. C add 9, C add 9. Let's do it with the same rhythm. Down, up, down, up, down, down, down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, that's it for today. Got quite far in the book. Next time, 17 and 18 does a few more rhythms. 19 and 20 does similar rhythms to what we've just been doing. 21 and 22 are quite easy. 23 and 24 quite easy too. 25 and 26 still quite easy. Still, I'm getting harder towards 30 and 31, and then we're going to be into picking, like. So from 32 to 50, it's all that kind of stuff. So it's not just strumming all the way through this book. Alright, that's it for today then.